Welcome back to MVP Auto 8000. Today I've got one of the biggest stories in the automotive world for this year. It's the return of an American legend that disappeared from the market for decades. A car that defined the classic era. A car so iconic that many people grew up seeing it in movies, music, lifestyle culture, and it became one of the most sought-after collectibles among car enthusiasts. Today, we're talking about the massive comeback of the 2025 Chevy Bel Air, the brand new version that Chevrolet has brought back to life. This isn't just a simple remake, it's a full reinterpretation that blends classic soul with futuristic technology, creating something totally new yet instantly familiar. Anyone clicking on this video probably has some memory of the Bel Air, whether it's the legendary 55, 56, or 57 models that marked the golden age of American cars. The square body profile, the bright chrome front, the two-tone paint jobs, the elegant American vintage interior, and of course, the unforgettable tail fins that made the Bel Air a worldwide icon. But in 2025, Chevrolet decided to bring this legend back, completely refreshed for the modern era, while keeping the essence that made the original a timeless masterpiece. The moment you see the 2025 Bel Air, you know immediately what it is. It's bigger, sleeker, more modern, but still absolutely a Bel Air. The round headlights have been reimagined with matrix LED designs. The grille takes direct inspiration from the 1957 model but is smoothed out for a cleaner contemporary look. The side body lines remain curvy, sculpted, and unmistakably retro. And Chevrolet even brought back the famous two-tone color schemes, blue and white, red and ivory, black and silver, echoing the spirit of the original while appealing to modern tastes. The car has that perfect, retro-modern vibe, classic charm with fresh energy. Of course, the 2025 Bel Air doesn't come with old-school engines. In a time where the auto industry is shifting rapidly, Chevrolet is launching it with a turbo hybrid setup and a fully electric version. The hybrid model uses a 2.0-liter turbo engine paired with an electric motor, with combined power estimated around 300 to 350 horsepower. This makes the Bel Air a retro-styled cruiser with real modern muscle. Meanwhile, the fully electric version generates over 400 horsepower and delivers instant torque, pushing the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in just over 4 seconds. That's seriously quick for a vehicle that looks like a classic American cruiser. More importantly, the Bel Air's platform isn't just a showpiece, it's a well-developed chassis designed for real-world driving. The ride quality is balanced, smooth and comfortable like a true cruiser, but still sporty enough to handle tight corners and highway speeds with confidence. It isn't too soft, and it isn't too stiff. It gives that big car American comfort while maintaining modern control. Whether driving through the city or taking it out on long trips, it offers a stable, enjoyable experience. The interior is where the nostalgia really hits. Chevrolet designed it with heavy inspiration from the 1950s, curved dashboard profiles with chrome accents, vintage-inspired color combinations, and materials that echo the classic look. But in the middle of all that retro styling is modern technology, a large digital gauge cluster designed to mimic classic analog dials, a full-featured infotainment system with all the modern conveniences, and premium audio that fits the retro luxury vibe perfectly. The seats themselves also take cues from vintage, sofa-style designs but are updated for today's comfort. They're powered, adjustable, ventilated, heated, and upholstered with premium leather featuring retro stitching. It's clear that Chevrolet didn't just slap retro styling on a modern car, they truly recreated the vintage atmosphere while integrating the comfort and tech of today. Safety features are all cutting edge, with advanced driver assist systems, full camera coverage, emergency braking assist, adaptive cruise control, and multiple driving modes. There's even a retro cruise mode that simulates the sound of a classic V8 for the EV model, giving you the nostalgic feeling of driving a 1950s Bel Air even though everything under the hood is modern. Sport mode transforms the car into a much more responsive machine, focusing on sharp acceleration and precise handling. One of the most frequently asked questions is about the price. Early reports indicate that Chevrolet aims to price the Bel Air in an accessible premium range, meaning it won't be supercar-level expensive. Instead, it's expected to rival mid-level sports cars, making it attainable for enthusiasts who want the look of a classic but the reliability of a modern car. This is a huge deal, considering that restoring real vintage Bel Airs today can cost massive amounts of money. The 2025 version lets you enjoy the classic aesthetic without the classic headaches. The global reaction to the Bel Air's return has been overwhelmingly positive. Many fans say this is the most faithful resurrection of a classic American car since the muscle car revival era. They praise Chevrolet for preserving the Bel Air's DNA while giving it the performance and technology of the future. Some have even called it the best modern reinterpretation of a vintage icon in the electric age. From my perspective, as someone who loves both old-school cars and new-school engineering, the 2025 Bel Air is a brilliant concept. The automotive world has been filled with futuristic designs, sleek EVs, and similar-looking SUVs. But Chevrolet dared to bring back something that carries emotion, personality, and style. The Bel Air stands out from everything else on the road. It's nostalgic without being outdated, and modern without losing its soul. The car isn't just aimed at older collectors or vintage fans. Chevrolet clearly wants to reach younger drivers too. People who want a car that stands out, looks unique, and reflects personality. In a world where most cars look similar, the retro charm of the Bel Air is refreshing. That's a big selling point and a reason why this model could do extremely well. If you ask me whether the Bel Air would succeed in Thailand, I'd say this: if the price and import duties don't push it too high, it would definitely gain a strong following. Car lovers here appreciate unique designs, classic American styling, and standout vehicles. And with the Bel Air offering modern performance wrapped in nostalgic beauty, I think it would turn a lot of heads on Thai roads. In the end, the 2025 Chevy Bel Air proves that legends don't have to stay in the past. They can return, better, stronger, and more exciting, if built with respect for their heritage. Chevrolet clearly took their time with this one. Every detail blends the classic Bel Air spirit with the demands of the modern world. It's a vintage soul reborn in a futuristic age. If you want updates on when it might arrive in global markets, special editions, or performance packages that Chevrolet might reveal later, be sure to stay tuned here on MVP Auto 8000. I'll bring you the latest news as soon as they announce anything new. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Chevy Bel Air, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our future automotive content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.